Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be your Naughty November reading for Scorpio. Now I will be using cards with adult images on them. So if you're under 18 or just that's not your thing, you can go ahead and skip on over to another video. For the rest of you, I'm going to ask that you guys go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you like the decks that I'm using or you're interested in a private reading, all that information can be found down below. But let's go ahead and jump into this. This is for Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm going to be reading your energy on the left, your person's energy on the right, and then we're going to see what's going on right down the middle. All right. Feel free at any point in time to swap the energies that I may be picking up on. Also, feel free to play with time. This could be a connection, this could be a past connection that's still lingering or affecting you. It could be something that you're currently dealing with, or it could be a connection that's coming to you in November. All right, so let's go ahead and see what naughty November messages we have for my dearest fellow Scorpios. Messages for Scorpios, please. Scorpios, I can't get out of my head about you. The pain of not knowing where we stand eats at me every second of the day. All right, Scorpios. So, wow, some of you guys are waiting on communication. Your person, you make a girl fall deep in love. I got the sweetest hangover. Just one dose of you is way too strong. An erotic overdose. I don't need an antidote. Ooh, all right. So some of you guys, again, feel free to play with time here, but some of you guys may have had like a hookup with this person or a one-night stand. One of you is sort of just reveling in how awesome it was. The other one really seems to be like, I want more of this, and wants to know where you guys stand. Some of you guys maybe, may have had like a short fling or even a relationship with this person, but somehow that status has changed. All right, so Scorpio, but it does look like things heat up for you, or did heat up for you. All right, let's see where you are, Scorpio. Scorpio, your energy is going to be the first card. Okay, you are, wow, the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you may have Earth in your chart, or you just might be exhibiting these qualities. The King of Pentacles, this is like real daddy energy. This is stability. This is somebody who's strong, somebody who's firm, somebody who's very nurturing and very caring. And I also get that when you guys are together, that your energy is, you know what you want, and you're very patient. So you're willing to do anything and wait however long you need to. And even if you feel tired, just to like get the other person off, like you're that person that just, like won't give up, knows what to do. Really, really awesome energy here though, but you are feeling a little bit turned upside down, Scorpio. I'm feeling as if, again, maybe you thought this was a relationship, or maybe there was some, seriousness to this relationship, because the King of Pentacles is this daddy energy, somebody who wants to go the distance, not only just during your lovemaking and foreplay and things like that, but also I think you were looking for something more serious here, okay? And maybe you guys even did have something serious, because the King of Pentacles can be sort of like a marriage card, somebody who wants to settle down. And in the reverse, it's like there's definitely this separation that seems to be eating away at you guys. Now, the way you see your person, oh, Scorpio, look at that. I feel like you guys used to, have these like really romantic sort of nights at home, maybe where you guys started cooking dinner. One thing led to the next, because look, to me, they are in the kitchen. So some really sexy, but also sweet and tender lovemaking moments. Maybe when you guys, maybe had a bottle of wine, and maybe you guys were making dinner together, and just couldn't seem to keep your hands off of each other. Wow, it's beautiful energy. For some of you too, it's like one of you may have like been at home and the other one worked a lot and would come home, and the attraction was just instant, or would be waiting, one of you waiting for the other one, just, having planned like a real, I'm just getting this like planning this like super romantic, beautiful energy. And I just, I look and see like just how like he can't sort of wait to wait to make love to her, wait to, feel her, touch her, smell her. He hasn't even taken his clothes off, and she's just like, was waiting for him as well. So I feel like there's this sense of urgency when you guys were apart, to just be back together, and just the chemistry between you guys. I'm getting a lot with like home, like you invited this person into your home, or maybe you would go to their house, or maybe it was back and forth, or maybe even you shared a home, but that like cooking and like nurturing. There's fire energy. Your person might be Leo, Aries, Sag, but I'm also picking up this like watery energy. Like really, I think you felt like you could create a home with this person, or you felt really at home with this person. The Six of Wands is also another card of marriage. So I do feel like you guys either talked about getting married, and I think also maybe, I just heard that like when you guys are like making love with each other, it would be making love to each other, it would be like you guys would talk about that serious stuff. So like maybe you didn't like in a day-to-day basis, but as you guys are, embraced and kissing and looking into each other's eyes, talking about like how you're forever. And I get also somebody here may have even said like they want, they want to get you pregnant, or they want you to be the father of their children, play with the energies there, masculine or feminine, but like really talked about family and home and building. But I feel like it was also during a really like beautiful sort of intimate and very sexy moments that this stuff would come out. Six of Wands again is a marriage card. And then the way you see this relationship, Eight of Wands. So Scorpio, this relationship may have moved really fast. Maybe it moved a little bit too fast, too quickly. If it didn't actually move fast too quickly, maybe in your own mind, you skipped all those steps. Like you already just started imagining, like having a family with this person, or moving in together, or getting married, or, I'm also getting like, where are we going to go on our honeymoon? The Eight of Wands is also lots of like sexy messages back and forth. Again, you guys might be like in separation, or might not be in communication. Although I kind of feel like you are. I feel like it's more like my Scorpios, or this energy getting sort of stuck in their head, like about, should I communicate more? Should I communicate less? Should I, where's this going? I don't know where we stand, because I feel like you are all in, Scorpio. I really do. I feel like you're all in. Now, this person too, but I feel like you might be dealing with an air sign, and I don't know why. Maybe because this reminds me of the Six of Swords card, but also with this energy, somebody who might be a little bit more detached. So I think that this person is feeling the same, but I think the way that they express it is really different. I got the sweetest hangover. So I kind of feel like this person is feeling awesome, and probably just like replays like all the moments where you guys were making love, and like the foreplay and everything that led up to it. And they're replaying it, and sort of in this like really sweet, sensual, blissful state, but you don't know that. Okay. An erotic overdose, like you rocked their world, Scorpio. I don't need an antidote. It's like they still want more, but I do feel like maybe they need like a little break. Like maybe they need to, they're feeling just like dizzy after whatever it is that you did to them. And they also, but I feel like there's a responsible energy to them where like, okay, well, I do have to get back to work, or I do have to tend to, my day-to-day responsibilities. And they're like in their dream space, and they may not even be contacting you. But they're feeling it, and they're just sort of like sitting in this energy, and just I feel like this huge smile across their face. Four of Wands energy. Wow. So this could be very well be a a very strong soul connection. The Four of Wands, for some readers, and including myself, it can be the 1111 card, it can be a twin flame, but this is definitely a very strong soul connection. There's something here having to do with marriage. Okay, so either one of you or both of you are in a commitment, or maybe you guys have been married to each other, and the Four of Wands is like you guys are in separation. And Scorpio, it's like maybe you guys had been in separation, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, maybe you guys had like another sort of hot moment together or rekindling even, and you're just not sure, like, are we getting back together or is that the end? Because I feel like Scorpio, you are on fire right now for this person and you want answers. I feel like you're looking for something much more stable. The Four of Wands in reverse tells me also that they may be waiting. They might be waiting to sort of see, like, again, I feel like this person is much more analytical, very well could be like Aquarius or Gemini energy, although they could be Virgo too. But they're sort of like watching and waiting, because they think that either if you guys have had a relationship before, they're waiting to see like how things really truly turn out. They're trying to suss out how they really truly feel, and that may be why if you guys aren't in communication, and I feel like if you guys are in communication, it's not like substance. It might be like sexy messages, but it's like Scorpio, I feel like you want to know about commitment, and this person isn't quite going there right now because I think they're waiting to see what happens or how they feel, or how, I feel like it's like you guys are watching each other. You guys might even be mirroring each other. All right, the way they see you, they see you as the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So there's that earth energy coming out. So the Six of Pentacles in reverse is there's some sort of lack of balance. It takes us back to that Five of Pentacles energy. So I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way, Scorpio, but I want you to be really careful that you're not coming off as desperate here. And again, feel free to swap the energies, and maybe they don't want to come off as desperate, so that's why they're sort of like pulling back here. But the Five of Pentacles is like somebody who's feeling alone, feeling isolated, who's feeling like a sense of lack or abandonment. Okay, so it's like really important, and I can identify with this, so I don't want anybody to get offended. Especially when you taste something that's as sweet as this connection was, and you haven't maybe been with somebody in quite some time, you're going to feel like, I want more of that. I want more of that. But again, I feel like this person's a little bit more detached. So you want to just give this person their space, okay, while they sort of work through, how they're feeling or where they want to take this. All right. And the way they see this relationship, wow, Eight of Cups in reverse. So look at that. You get 2 8s. 88 is about manifestation. It's about abundance. The Eight of Cups in reverse does take me back to the Seven of Cups. Your person may have a lot of options right now. They might just be a little bit confused because I do feel like they're feeling it pretty heavy. And for a lot of you, these options aren't necessarily other people. Again, I feel like your person, Scorpio, might have a lot of like a lot of commitments, and I feel like they're a little bit more clinical, a little bit more cerebral than you are, because like Scorpios, we're so emotional, we get so deep, and I feel like this person, again, you guys could be exes who are coming back together, and you guys both are seeing it as eights, and the Eight of Cups is like coming back around. Like, I feel like this person has every intention of continuing this passion, this relationship, but I do feel like, Scorpio, you need to give them space. Okay, let's see what's going on between you. We've got the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So a little bit of illusion. Okay. Again, I feel like your person might feel a little bit of that like punch drunk love. You might be feeling that as well. And again, look at this person keeping an eye on her through the mirror. You guys definitely really love, you guys are very attracted to each other. You guys love looking at each other. I feel like that's like a big part of your foreplay and your lovemaking, is like really like drinking each other in, like as you take off your clothes, as you guys are standing naked before each other. I love that. You guys might also really enjoy like taking baths together, or maybe even like have like a really sexy shower. And I feel like that's part of the reason why too, Scorpio, like those like really highly intimate moments, like people can just hook up, right? And then put their clothes back on and leave. But I feel like you guys, this lasted longer. You guys woke up together, you guys showered together, like there was some really, really sweet stuff that happened here as well. And I feel like, you guys might still be sort of, you can either like smell them on your sheets or on your clothes, okay, or vice versa. And that's something here that they're just like, or you're just like really, really enjoying that, like the smell of them, on your sheets or on your clothes. And like, you don't want to wash it almost is what I'm getting, because you're just, you love like replaying it. And the seven of cups doesn't have to be illusion and necessarily that it's a bad thing. It can just mean that, you guys are still really like in your head up in the clouds, because this is clearly something that was really amazing. All right, so you get the Judgment card in reverse, okay? So this is a card of transformation. It can be a card of second chances. I do feel like for some of you, this is an ex, or this is somebody that you maybe things kicked off. And again, remember, we have Mercury retrograding in your sign of Scorpio, and we have the Eight of Wands. We've got somebody coming in, okay? Messages, love, lots of passion. And the Eight of Cups, somebody coming back. And the Judgment card here, I feel like with the Judgment in reverse, that can be a card of like things are over. But I'm getting more than anything, it's coming into this Five of Pentacles energy, this where there's this lack of balance, that Scorpio, you might be going straight to, oh my God, it's over. I haven't heard from them in 10 hours, or I haven't talked to them in 2 or 3 days. It's over. They just came back. It was just sexual healing, or maybe I was imagining it. So Spirit really does want you to pay attention to any sort of distortions, like what you might be projecting, because I do feel like this person wants to come back to you. They definitely want another night with you, Scorpio. But I also feel like it's deeper than that. But I think you're in deeper, Scorpio, than this person, which is, that's so Scorpio. We're like that, right? There's a level of intensity that we bring to, lovemaking or to relationships, because we don't just give that to anybody, right? It's like it's somebody special. So again, I feel like with this Judgment card in reverse, that I feel like it's more of like a distortion falling on top of the Seven of Cups. It's like a fear that you're never going to hear from this person again, or a fear that it was just for closure, or it was a fear that it was just like a one-time thing. Okay, and then look at that, we do get the Nine of Cups. Okay, this is coming out in reverse. So Nine of Cups is about pleasure. Again, you guys probably have some amazing foreplay. Same sort of situation, like I'm getting like you guys, like there's a chemistry between you, like you can't even wait to get your clothes off, and sometimes you don't fully get your clothes off. I feel like there's a precedent set on really making sure that each of you get off, like that each are you taken care of. So it's not like, just one person. I feel like both of you are, equally devoted to, making each other, bringing each other to climax and to orgasm, and sometimes together. But there's a real sort of sweet tenderness to it. The Nine of Cups in reverse is about, it can be a little bit too much of a good thing. And again, I'm picking that up on your person's side more than your side, because Scorpio, you can handle the intensity, and you might just be like, man, I want this 24/7. But your person may need a little bit more space, okay? And the Nine of Cups in reverse takes us back to that Eight of Cups, which we're seeing here. So I feel like there's a fair amount of back and forth here. Either you guys have a relationship where you come in and out of each other's lives, and it's very passionate, very intense, or there's this fear that this person is going to leave again. Okay, and that's something here that I want you guys to pay attention, because that is a real possibility with Mercury retrograding in Scorpio. I mean, we do have people come back from the past, and it's not always to rekindle. I feel like your hopes here are to rekindle and to move forward, okay? But I feel like you also need to give this person space and distance and feel it out, okay? Not just project what it is you want. Although they see this relationship as, having, a lot to offer. here, okay? And but I want, you know, it's like advice, right? Is to not give yourselves fully over to just this one person yet, Scorpio, because they're going to pick up on that. If they're not already sort of picking up on a little bit of neediness here. I mean, it's sexy AF, but you know, but at the same time, I feel like they're trying to sort of bring balance here. They're trying to, you know, pay attention to their job or their family or their kids or whatever it is. And Scorpio, you're just like, we are just so intense that, you know, we sort of focus, and that's all we want. And this intensity that we're bringing to this connection might, you know, make them think twice. Okay, so it's not changing who you are, but I feel like there is some sort of need to give them a little bit of space. All right, and then look at that, you've got the Strength card. Okay, we also have the Ten of Swords underneath. And look at that, we've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a divine union, but both are in reverse. You guys might be in separation at this time. The Queen of Pentacles, again, I do feel like this person is going to be touching themselves, masturbating, thinking about you, thinking about like the super sexy times that you guys had together. Okay, and then look, I've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I feel, you know, many of you guys may have met under sort of difficult circumstances, or like either you guys were, you know, were like on vacation or like at a work thing or something like that, where there's some sort of separation. Okay, and I feel like Scorpio, you're willing to like move towards them. You're willing to travel towards them if there's physical distance. And they're kind of thinking it was like a one night thing with this Ten of Swords energy, like it's over is what I'm getting. Or you guys have been, you know, been together and there was an ending, and you're really hoping that this can go the distance, that the passion here, this is Leo energy, the Strength card, is enough to rekindle it. And it's a real possibility. Okay, you guys. So, you know, you guys need to trust your own instincts here. Okay, trust your own instincts. And definitely the number 8 is going to be super important for you. In this deck, the Strength card is number 11, but in the normal tarot, the Strength card is represented by the number 8. So if it were, it would be 8, 8, 8, 8. So, wow, you know, lots of 8s here. So do pay attention to those numbers, as your spirit guides are going to be sending you the signs and the synchronicities about this relationship through the number 8. Okay, there's a lot of abundance here. I feel like there's a lot of, but you guys, again, this separation, one of you, again, it could be a distortion going to, you know, I haven't heard from this person in, you know, in a day or 3 days or whatever, and thinking it's over. Okay, and that could very well be a distortion, because they're feeling you, Scorpio. They certainly are feeling you. For others of you, you really do need to trust your intuition, whether or not, if it's an ex who's coming back, you know, was it just for, and you may have to have that conversation. Okay, but it's like this person does kind of want their space. They kind of want to revel in whatever this hookup, whatever this connection that you guys had, and maybe even work things out for themselves. Okay, so just don't try to be too intense, because I feel like that could either make them sort of pull back or make them, you know, pull away. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we get soulmates. Boom. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Yeah. I could have told you that. We've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, telling me you guys are in separation. Maybe you guys even divorced before, or maybe you just had a one-night thing, but you both are kind of longing to be back together. Healthy choices. Make healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. I feel like also your person too doesn't want to get too caught up, too obsessed right now, because they've got other responsibilities. That's come out like loud and clear. And I feel like, Scorpio, that's like such a hard lesson for us, you know, because we are intense down the line. All right, we get heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together. It's perfect. Yeah, you're just like, Scorpio, you are. This is how you feel towards this person, because it's a really strong soul connection. And you know what, Scorpio, they definitely feel the same way. I just feel like they have a different way of dealing. You know, they have a different way of approaching love even. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to pull these two cards that dropped out. Sorry, they're just like dropping on the floor. The first one is not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So I feel like, Scorpio, that's your energy because they're seeing you as the Five of Pentacles. You might, again, it might also be that, you feel like this person might make more money than you do. You might be a little bit worried about what you're bringing to the table, like just starting to like sort of pick yourself apart because I feel like there's a level of insecurity here with this relationship because you want it so bad, because you've really fallen for this person. This not enough falls right on top of the Seven of Cups. So it's like, for me, it's more of a distortion than it is the reality. So I really want you, Scorpio, to make sure you're paying attention to, what's real, okay, and what is your, maybe your ego, orchestrating or concocting here to sort of to set you up for failure here, right? Like, because I feel like there is this person, they see the relationship as the Eight of Cups in reverse, like they're coming back to you. They want to come back to you. They want to find a way to you, and you want to travel to them, but they have a very different way of sort of dealing with certain things. And I do feel like if you turn up the intensity too much, Scorpio, that they are going to pull back, okay? And we get boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. So again, trust your instincts, you guys. If this is a Mercury retrograde, ex coming back to you, at the bottom of the deck, we get wedding rings. So, if this is an ex who's coming back to you, Scorpio, you need to trust your intuition, whether or not it's for rekindling, because for some of you it is. Okay, but for some of you, the healthy choice is getting closure and moving on. And that's something this Leo energy sort of keeps bringing me back to, Scorpio. The choice is yours. Okay, you need to trust your instinct. Is this a healthy relationship? Is this best for the both of you? Okay, and again, it's important to look at like why we want union. This came up in my twin flame reading last week, maybe, or the week before, really taking a look at why we want union. Is it fear-based? Is it because out of control because we think we should have that, or is it truly because, we're aligned with love? Okay, and so there's some shadow work here to do, which I know my Scorpios aren't afraid to do. I'm actually going to keep these wedding rings here because I think it's eternal love, everlasting promise. Some of you guys were married to this person. Okay, we get heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah. Honestly discuss your feelings. Yeah, so that's something I feel like this definitely does need to happen. New love. So new love can be the rekindling of a romance, okay? Or it can also be that this is somebody brand new. Some of you guys may have been coming out of a divorce, or maybe even your person. So that's something to be aware of. If your person was married before, again, they might be a little bit reticent or a little bit hesitant to jump into like another, intense relationship. So again, Scorpio, if that's the case, you want to make sure, give them their space. You don't want to be, you don't want to be the chaser here, because I feel like that's something that will scare them off. Flirt, so extend your lighthearted energy to others, okay? And engagement. All right, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and we get release your ex at the bottom. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. So this engagement is, this there's a real possibility for those of you where this is not a Mercury retrograde energy for healing and closure. And for those of you where it is, for those of you where you had an ex come back and was like blowing you up during Mercury retrograde, you guys may have hooked up and you might realize, wow, okay, that's over. Or that wasn't a good idea. And this is also that healing and that closure is going to bring you in a new love. All right. So, again, you guys know your lives better than I do. But I do feel like Scorpio, you guys are definitely having like, or going through, or going to be going through some sort of glow up, or you need to really focus on your self-confidence, like how hot you are. Scorpio, you know, Scorpios are some of the most like sexually provocative, intense, beautiful creatures out there. So you know what? Now's the time for you guys to get in that energy and really trust it. There's such a seductive quality around you guys. But I do feel like you guys, there's a tendency right now, not just Scorpios, but for many of us, to be overthinking connections. Okay. And especially since we've been pent up, we've been alone, you know, everything that's been happening in the world. So Spirit's asking you, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So yeah, Scorpio, trust your life. There's a lot of scenarios that are coming out here. Okay, a lot of different scenarios. You guys know your lives better than I do. Trust your heart. Okay, trust your heart. There does need to be a good heart-to-heart conversation with this person, but when the time is right. And, you know, we're going to be coming out of Mercury retrograde shortly, you guys. So when Mercury goes direct, that's when is really the best time. So you might need to just wait a few more days, or, you know, another week or so. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.